up the stream. Just a cough. That's a fucking great way to open up the stream. Just a cough. But yes, the stream has begun. Oh no, I haven't seen a peacock pop up. I'm joking. We'll still call it Palbagos Island. That's fine. I won't have multiplayer on. We'll just do normal difficulty. No need to change it to anything special. You can like set custom stuff, like where you don't drop like your gear and things like that when you die. Blah 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 blah. But you know, this is fine. So, protector. Yeah. Well, would you like to name them yourself? Protector as. No, I won't do that. Right, there's presets. But like, you know, we can mess around. Okay, I will say, do you want to see how bad this can get? I can hit random a few times, and we can always go back to preset and like you know, set things up from there. But ooh, ooh, oh no, oh no. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the the preset. Okay, body type 1, type 2 is jaunt male or female. We're going female for obvious reasons. Skin tone, do you want them lighter toned, darker toned? Yeah, we are gonna have to deal a little with delay to get them set up, but that's fine. Ultra wide. I really don't want me to mess with torso. That's just like how skinny you want like their arms and legs. Like I could make them smaller. Yeah, okay. Face. Uh, I don't super care about changing face shape because that tends to make things complicated and confusing. Yeah, so we're just going back with the nice simple face they have, which is this one. Okay, so you have a selection of eyes. You have like big eyes, small eyes, demon, cross, unsure, sparkly eyes, love heart eyes, maddening spirals, cat, cat, pure white. Yeah, I presume you want the eye color to stay like the pinky as well. And eyebrow color is going to be the same color as the hair. That's fine. Hair, there's a couple of different ones in there. If there's any that you want me to kind of flick to, just so you can have a bit of a look at them, just let me know. Like that? Or I think there's like... And showing you this one is slightly longer. But has like a more like pushed back on one side. There's also the pigtails she started with. The the one with like the braid top across it, like the bottom right, the one I'm on now. Okay, we're not gonna change hair color because you wanted the pink. Okay, we're gonna start with voice one because the other two are the male voices. Yeah, I'm gonna be quiet for a bit and I'm gonna play the three voices. So, voice one, voice two, voice three, and that should hopefully be all of them. Which do you feel? Okay. Well, I was also purposely staying quiet and like playing it like said they weren't just like going over each other. Oh, weird. But anyway. And character creation complete. And we're in. I will also, I guess, purposely try and find all the lore I can. Because there's lore. Like Castaway's journal. I found a strange device on the shore. It appears to be some kind of electron-looking contraption, but its odd design looks like no modern technology I've ever seen. The device is capable of recording images and displaying information about what's shown in them. I have decided to take photographs of the island using this device and use them along with a journal to document what I found. Also, goodie chest. 8 coins, a training manual, and a copper key. Let's go. They did recently update. Well, I say recently, it was a little bit ago. But they've added, like, a plot to follow, which is, like, that mission in the top right. Uh, so that's kind of like a plot you can follow for now. Chimkin. Chickpea. gather. It's actually not that bad because I turned and said chimkin, so it actually wasn't that too long ago. Been a while. Someone who didn't stink of pals washed up here. The island is a living hell. The people and I came with us are no aren't with us any longer. Those damn pals ate every one of them. You be careful out there. Here's some basic supplies. Toughen up, you're not going to survive out there. I have unused stats. I do have unused stats. We're gonna upgrade stamina because that's just generally helpful. And I've done that thing again of I've made the workbench before it asked me to. Bit more stamina. So yeah, how this game also works is you have a technology tree, and you can learn things from it, like wooden crates, repair bench, wooden structures, cloth, old bow, arrows, shoddy bed, like straw pal bed. Right, these are like your basic things. So the first thing I need to do is get a thing called uh, Paldium. Palladium? Paldium? But yes. Stone, berries, random Palsphere. I'll take a free one. Berries, berries, berries. Because you have to eat and things like that. And yeah, use stamina. Okay. So, one obviously looks like a nice little world. You have a chicken over there that's just being a chicken. Sheep. I'm gonna grab my workbench, and by grab my workbench, I'm going to demolish it. I see a bit of. There we go. So see that kind of blue shiny stone? Those can give you paldium. Let's go. Two random fucking frag grenades. Okay. Okay, so game wants me to make a pal sphere. And these are what you put pals into. Okay. So I have to capture my first pal. We have a choice of three little guys in this area. We have the sheep, we have the chickens, and we have the cats. I will be capturing multiple of the things here anyway, but yeah, let's get our first guy to be a chicken. Where are you, buddy? Okay. This is the bit you'll be maybe a little bit sad about. I have to weaken it manually. Or maybe we'll just get lucky. We'll just get lucky. it has the trait of brittle. Yeah, there's our chicken. So you also have like descriptions of like the pals. Sometimes will lay eggs when assigned to a ranch, because it's a chicken. Because they all have their own little traits. So Chickpea's entry is so fucking funny and sad, but funny. Because the drops you can get from them is eggs and like chicken poultry, but you also get that when you knock them out. So anyway, but its description: extremely weak and far too delicious. It is one of the weakest pals alongside Lamball. No matter how many are hunted, they just keep appearing. I can also name the chicken if you want to give our little chicky boy a name. Clive. But yeah, he'll wander around. He'll like try and keep me safe from other pals, that kind of stuff. I could just yoink him back in. So here's where the first little bit of the game begins. Uh, we have to make a base. The first base I ever made in the game was at the top of that hill. We can move the base later on and things, but where would you like to set up the base? Uh, Clive, defend me! Come back, Clive. A glance appears full of condoms, but in fact weak and cowardly. Being toyed with by Katvia has in many ways the greatest of disgraces. So, yeah. So you want to like set up nearby the water and things like that? Yeah, because there. Yeah, there's a flat area down here, which is actually quite nice. There's a big stone. So that is the area boss. Memorist. He wanders around, but he's like the big boy of the area. Like he's the proper big boy of the area. He's supposed to be further down the hill, but sometimes he spawns up here. Also, what else is annoying? Oh, there's another Katvia that's just annoyed at me. Like, I'm hearing, like, the fight music, and I don't know why. I won't knock you out. Get into the ball. Coward and a slacker. I have one more ball. Let's just try and get a sheep. I'm sorry, Mr. Sheep. Bonk. Bonk. Sorry, Miss Sheep. I'm gonna let it do its attack and let it miss me because they get dizzy. Into the ball you go. So you can have 5 on you. Also, again, I know it says I got their mutton. Don't worry about it. Because they're fine. Yeah, so we can set up like a camp. There is a day-night cycle. And I will have to deal with a couple of little sheepy boys because I need wool to make clothes. So, do you want this side of like the waterfall? Like where the mammothy guy kind of came out of? Are you are you are you okay, little chicken? I think it's fine. Yeah. It's not drowning, it's just flapping in the water. They didn't have a swimming animation before. That is their swimming animation. Um so I was saying, yeah, do you want that flat bit of land or do you want like this flat bit of land where the big guy is? But there's also like a massive rock there in like the middle of like where we'd be setting up base, and that'd be a pain to work around. Okay, so yeah, this is a nice flat area. There's also decent resources around it. Okay, I'll set up our base here. And try and position it nice because this sets up like the center of our base essentially. And oh yeah, so do you want to see something cool? See the way it's like, oh, I have to work on that. Certain pals, no, certain pals have like special like stats. So see the way like it says like its work suitability is like gathering and farming for the chicken for our Clive. Katvia has handiwork and mining and like transporting, gathering, right? What that means is he'll see that needs to be worked on and work on it. And also because he's out and he's does mining, there's a mining thing he can do while he's at the base. So he's just gonna start mining. Okay, so let's get a little bit of a base underway. So let's build a workbench. Well, we could also build like a bit of foundation to get like some structures up, I guess. Because yeah, you can be attacked. So yeah, let's get like a little bit of foundation up. Oh, it is getting to night, and I don't have wool, which means we're going to start freezing. Oh, we don't have enough wood, because I decided to build a... Why is there 2 of you? Luckily, they're non-aggressive. Other ones aren't. Alright, let's quickly get some wood and get a campfire going before we start to freeze. Yes, actually. Okay, so we have like some basic-y thingies we can get. Let's get the repair kit, yeah. But let's get common shield, spear, clothing, a feed box, and I'll leave it to you. The hanging trap, the berry plantation, the ranch, a parachute, or like whatever other things are there, like fire bow and things. Yeah, I'll be unlocking everything, but it's like what I can. Yeah, because that way we can get food going. Oh, I do have enough to get hanging traps. That's nice. I've never really used them, but you can set them up, and it's more like a small pal can like walk into them and get like yoinked up, essentially. Which sounds bad, but it just like traps them so you can like capture them. Also, we have some unused stat points. Let's do work speed. And more stamina, because that lets me work for longer. We need more wood. Maybe I shouldn't have put foundation. Maybe, maybe I shouldn't have put foundations down first and should have done something, smarter. Because they use a bit of wood. Also, yeah, that's all of the things I can make. Like slanted roofs, wooden roofs, like triangular things. These are all what I can make for now. Oh, and wooden fences. They're actually quite pretty. I like wooden fences. Hello, stranger? Cat Fiat, stop doing that. He could have some good, useful things, but he's too far away. Screw it. Oh, you're not useful. You're just a guy that sells pals. I don't have money right now. Yeah, I know. Okay, so, well, you know what? I can make some lamb kebabs. Although, I know you don't eat meat, so if you want, I can just make them not have meat. Look at my little frying pan. I'm cooking definitely berries just in that pan. Cooked berries are better than not cooked. Technically speaking, I can like leave it on its own and it will slowly cook them. But this speeds up the process. See, this is why this is my problem. I should have gone and gathered enough resources so I'm not sitting here doing kind of fuck all at night. But that's mistakes of past me and present me. We just need a lot more wood. Okay. Do we have enough to make a workbench? We do. I need 2 cloth, which means I need 2 wool, which means I need 4 wool to make 2 cloth to make cloth armor, and I can actually start doing things. I can also make an axe. Also, one of the other things you can do, for example, is see, look, you can summon your pal and they can work on things like workbenches. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, so certain pals with special abilities. One of the special, like, so for example, the chicken, its special ability is to lay eggs. Catfi is like when it's in a team, it makes me have higher carry capacity, so I can carry more stuff. Like when he's around. Lamball has the ability called Fluffy Shield. Uh, when activated, it equips the player and equips to the player and becomes a shield. Sometimes drops wool when assigned to the ranch. So, what this means is I pick him up to be a shield. Yeah, it's fine. I don't tend to use that ability, so you don't need to worry about it. Right. Let's get a bit of a base up and built. Which means first, let's get some wood. So, you might see faintly, there's like this blue line. Like on this terrain over here. This is basically the border of my base. If I build outside, of it, I basically start to the stuff I make starts to break essentially. Like it will start to break down. And yeah. Let's do something smart for once. I'm gonna make this the storehouse. And I'll actually organize it for once. So, no, you don't need security settings. Chest settings. What I want in here is stone, ore, production goods, wood, and pal materials. So all of that will mean when I put down a thing. Yeah, I'll make them a nice area later, but for now, this is where my pals are going to live. I need some assistance. Thank you. Thank you, Lamball. Again, this is also cross-platform, so I could play this with you and things like that later on. But see, look, he he picked up a bit of stone, you're bringing it to the stone box. This little guy, yeah, you can work at the base. So he'll just do things around the base. Base upgrade. So now I could technically have 2 pals working. But we need to get something else important set up for him. Which is that. So we need more wood. So much wood. We need so much wood. You know what? I have a couple of hand grenades. This isn't what I should do with them. But I thought they'd blow up the tree. Damn, those are some fucking sturdy trees. And yeah, you see like the basic missions like eat any food, things like that. And yeah, this is like the basic starting area. I am going to keep going actually for a while because I like playing Palworld and I like to have someone to talk to while I do it. I don't like that the area boss keeps walking into my fucking shit. I could just set up like some walls and shit over there to stop it, but yeah, it's fine. Okay, so let's get one of the first important things up for the babies. The feed box. Because you have to feed your pals. Like a responsible adult. And I don't have to put much in there right now. So 10 cooked berries should keep him good. Nom nom. Okay, I need to go get some cloth to make a cloth outfit so I can do things at night. Which means I have to acquire some sheep. I'll capture you. But I need to knock out some sheep. Oh, well, that guy gave me enough wool, but I need extra wool. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little guy. But also, this puts me onto what I was saying. They're not dead. They just have like little dizzy eyes when you put them like that. Babies spotted. The water penguins and the little firefox. Also, Drossum is over there. But I cannot fuck with that right now, because that will kill me. But also, yeah, see, look, he's still wibble wobbling. He just has confused eyes. Right. I actually need a penguin. I also need I need to go get some balls. Okay, no, priorities. Make the cloth outfit. Make some balls. and then get the berry farm set up. Sound like a good plan? Pal sanity decreases while they are working, so they'll slack off. Yeah, that's fine. I should make the bed first, because it wants me to make a bed. If I make a bed, that means I'll be able to skip the night, technically. Are you immediately slacking off? Yeah, you're on a short break. To be fair, he was a slacker. That was his trait. Get out of my base. Yeah, we made a fucking choice. Build 3 straw bed. No, make my armor. Do that first, then we'll do some upgrading. So this will at least give me some protection and also some fucking clothes. Because we've been kind of wandering around technically naked. There we go. That's a start. Stow away all that. We want to make some spheres. So I do have a task to capture 5 lambs because they're supposed to be like your first little workforce. Because they kind of like just deal with everything. Make 3 more pal beds. Yeah, I have enough to do that. Actually, well, you make that one. And I don't have enough. I need more wood. My greatest early game nemesis. Wood. Yeah, what you think good so far from what you've seen? Yeah, it's a little bit survivally. Well, early on you super have to be on the move, yeah. Because there's a lot of like stuff, if that makes sense. Yeah, we're getting prepared for the future by preparing extra beds. Because if I can capture a few little guys, do you know what? Just because work speed increase, yes. If I can get a few certain guys, I can get a berry farm, and if I get the berry farm set up, it can be fully automated by the little guys. Base upgrade. Next one is to make a berry plantation anyway, so that's actually ironic. I'm gonna make a thing to defend myself because I actually need that. Oh, well, I can't make a spear. I need more wood. Do we not have wood? Oh, so it does pull from my boxes. Cool. I need one that can break wood for me, because that'd be useful. Uh, but yeah, there is two particular guys I need to get in particular to start harvesting, kinda. Yeah, like I said, it wants me to capture 5 lamb balls so I can start getting like a little production team going. We're not going to do that just yet. Woo! I forgot, when you slide on hills, your fucking momentum is insane. Okay. Sorry, little guy, but I need you. I knocked you out. Oops-a-daisy. You didn't see anything. There wasn't a mistake that happened. I actually needed one of those guys. Also, speaking of getting wood, oh, that'd be a bit of a tough fight. But look at that little boy. The baby. The deer or the baby? Premise. I didn't smack the baby. Compared to land balls, finer wool and temperament are more suited for domestication. However, it has historically always been kept as a pet. Cuteness is something or other. So, cremies are also basically just lamb balls, but cuter. When in team, increases attack power of neutral pals, which is basically all the guys I have. But look at it. Look at the little boy. Oh, it also has gathering, so I could nearly set up a little production line soon. I'm sorry, little guy, but Mr. Penguin, I need you. And I only have 5 balls, so I don't want to super waste one. What a shot. Okay. We're doing this then. My god, you're tough. Please, I only have like 2 balls. You stubborn little shit. Fucking used all my pal spheres. And basically that's explaining the mechanic of if you die, your stuff falls on the ground, you can pick it up. I need one of these guys to set up the farm. So I got a random sphere, a mega sphere, from that box. Ah, penguin, I don't want to fight you. I need one of the other guys. It's vitally important. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to just. I'll try and capture it, but I might have to knock out this penguin because he's just got beef. Oh no. Oh no. He froze me. This is like a genuinely dramatic battle that's happening right now. I know. Please capture. I don't have any other spheres. If you break out, I have to knock you out. So these statues, if you're wondering what they are, they're great eagle statues. They give you fast travel. So I can fast travel back to my base, which is just up the road, but still. Okay, that was a bit hectic. The lamb is going to like go bad, so I'm going to do it. There is kind of a cheaty thing I could do. So see where there's like the timer on the berries? It's like, oh, they have 5 minutes and 12 seconds before they rot and I lose one. There's technically a cheaty thing you can do, which is if you sort, it resets the timer back to full. I think I've reported it before as like a bug because it is like early access technically. So things like that you can like report. Okay, so are you ready to see the reason I went through all this trouble to capture certain guys? It was to get a berry plantation, yes, but it was also to get a particular setup for the berry plantation. Because see what it says planting? I can put him in the base. I can put a penguin in the base. So he's going to go over. And because he's a planty person, he's going to start spraying the field with seeds. I can help him a little bit. And then it needs to be watered. So the penguin, because he can do watering, comes over and starts spraying it. Yeah, my Katvia can do... Oh, your poor sanity. I'm trying my best, little cat, but I don't have the... Oh, wait. I have points I can spend. I can get a wrench, parachute. Statue of Power is actually important. Where is the... Oh, that's not until level 9. I can get a hot spring, and that will let him get sanity back quicker. But yeah, this little guy will water the garden, and then it will start growing, and if I make another box, like another little box they can put stuff into, another storage one. I need more wood. They'd be able to put things into like a little storage box for food. And I could set up a little bit of a production chain. I could also get the wood pit and the stone pit, so that they could start getting me wood and stone when there's no wood and stone to be picked up. I can't really speed up the growing. That just kind of has to happen. Statue of Power, that's just important. That can be here. This is a particular pal called Anubis. But he has some useful benefits. Well, the statue gives me some very useful benefits. One, I could make my pals stronger with the power of pal souls. And I can make myself better. So now I have a higher chance to capture pals. Yeah, no, there's new stuff I can sort out. I'm working on it. And you see it's come to nighttime, so they're all just like going into EP mode. And like I said, I have to capture some pals and go on and so forth. Actually, now it's nighttime. I can give you a kind of better view of one thing. Because you've only seen like the hills. This is the rest of the world. Well, a small chunk of it. Yeah, so you can get back in, buddy. So basically, that thing in the distance that you can see sticking up with the light on top of it, that is a tower. You can see one on top of the massive volcano over there. You can see one at the top of the ice mountain over there. One kind of on top of another ice mountain over there. Your job, essentially, is to go to the towers and take down like the people running them. My baby, my precious little boy. I love foxbarks. Pangolus. The feathers of this pal are pal have all but disappeared, but sadly, its desire to fly has remained as strong as ever. Even now, it tries to fly again in any way it can. Some of the entries are really kind of sad, but they're just little boys. Gusmas. A strange pal with a body resembling tree sap. It gradually loses strength as if it has nothing to cover its body with, eventually rotting away. So it's just a little ball of moss that, unless it keeps itself covered, it just wilts. And there is a lot of pals and pal subtypes. Yeah, I will complete the list, but there's currently 155. I use that with quotation marks because there's technically more. Subspecies don't get a new entry. They don't get a entry like minor spoilers. Foxbarks has a variant that's ice, and it's not like entry number 6. It's entry 5.b. It's like a sub entry. And yeah, that's just kind of how things work. I have to get some more materials. Mostly wood. I have to get some more sphere. So here's the thing: if I could catch one of those electric stags, they break wood. I could set up a wood camp, like a logging camp, in my base, and they'd just continuously produce wood. So I might get a sphere. I know it's super dangerous and I shouldn't probably do it now, but let's, I guess, yeah, try and get a deer. Health then, if I'm going to do something silly like this. I stowed my berries because they're putting them in here. Ah, production has begun. So see the way I have to leave those berries and they'll cook a while. Um, if I capture, oh yeah, I can make myself a shield, which will give me some health protection. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, let's get the thing and let's capture some sheep, so we have a plot thing to continue on. Okay, we have 12 balls. We have to capture 5 sheep. Let's just go capture some sheep. Do I have enough to... Actually, I don't even necessarily need to go make something. We can have our little boy. We could have Clive fight some sheep. Come, Clive. Oh, do not kill them, Clive. You're a bit strong. Oh, because these are level 1 sheep. Bottomless stat. These aren't great stats for these sheep. I'm sorry. Away he goes. Unconscious, but away he goes. I know, he's fine. Okay. My precious little boy, I need you, so we have to fight. Forgive me. Also, I love how flexible the tamer is. The fucking backflips you can do. Okay, we've gotten some good little guys. I'll make a little bit of a team for our adventures when we can come back. I do have to make a parachute. Also, yeah, do you want to name the Cremis? Creamies. They're a boy. Oh, hello, Mr. Owl. Yeah, I'll show you when we get back to the base. You can have multiple bases, so we'll find like a nice place to set up later on as well. Ah, I broke my axe. And I got more stat points and more things I can make. Such as like a crusher and poison bow and all these kind of things. So cloth lets me make this. It's a bit slow at the beginning, but again, like if I had like another person, we could like go a little bit quicker. Oh yeah, so cool thing I can do with this little fox guy. We're gonna put one of them in the base. Put you in. So see why I have like those berries I'm cooking and they're going really slow? Because he's a fire guy. He'll he'll do that. So I got a parachute as you saw. More stamina. The parachute lets me do some fun things. I'm just gonna help him cook the berries. Because those berries are being used to make everyone feel full. And let's not let these get wasted. Say, just like breathes fire on the fire to help you fire. And this is why we need a second storage box. Which needs more wood. Alright, no, that's it. I'm getting the deer. So, the other thing you can make in this game is parachutes. Whee. And then my first mission is to capture 30 pals. The llamas! I do also want one of these guys. The woolpackers. Oh, it's level 10. It will cook the shit. Actually, John, no, we have we have some people that can help with this. Because I have my pals. My pals are strong. Enough. Oh, 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 that's bad. Oh, that's very bad. No, I'm out of stamina, which means I'm drowning. Well, this is. I had no stamina. That alpaca kicked my ass. Fucking really didn't. Didn't want me to get anything. It kicked me into my death. I know, how rude. Fucking doesn't it know who I am? my... Ooh. Where's my stuff? Let's not fall off the cliff and die. That'd be stupid. Is this close enough? Is this close enough to let me interact with the beam? Take all. There we go. And we're back. Ooh, egg. I need to build an egg. Incubator. I need to build an egg incubator. Yeah, you can also breed pals together and things like that. So I've not really left the first area, and I really should have. Oh no, I have like left the first area in like my other profiles. Whee. But right, we have 2 balls, and we have a deer. We have a dream. Because if we can get one, they can start wood production. Clive fell into the water. This is a great start. Okay, we have 1 ball left. The penguins are... Well, that one's unconscious. Are weakening the deer. Okay! It's wanting to play with me. I don't have a sphere unless there's one lying around on the ground somewhere nearby. I'm not capturing this. Oh, that was half my health. Let's just... Maybe we'll be lucky. Maybe there is just a sphere lying around. I can get that deer because it's on like 1 HP. Damn, no box. I was hoping there's a box around. But there is 1 sphere I just found. If it's still there, and it still has like 1 HP, I got 1 shot. Okay, there it is. Let's go. Okay, and with that, we have a guy that can do something very useful at my base. There is a thing I could do. I could edit like the save so I can have like 20 or so pals at a base, but the limit is 15 per base. I will gather excess amounts of wood. I completely missed this person. And they just tell you about if you get stuck somewhere you can't get out of, you can respawn. It basically kills you, but it gets you out of where you got stuck. Yes. I'm too full to walk. I'm still too heavy. Wait. Even with Katvia, I'm still too heavy. Oh, I can't even use the air currents while I'm this heavy. I can't climb either. Shit. Uh... Come on. There we go. Just enough. It will make a Palgear workbench in a bit. Yeah, we want to get you out. As you'll start breaking some wood, which you immediately go into doing. And I want to just make a log site. I guess over here. Yeah, it gets a little hectic at times. But also, I haven't made myself, like, decent gear. And we'll make a second storage chest. And put some more shite in there. Yeah, some of the stuff we don't super need on us. Just realized I accidentally turned off Palworld, like they can move things from this bench. But that's fine, we can fix that in a second. hadn't intended to climb that tree, but yeah, you know. Oh no, Clive, I didn't mean to put you in there. You put one of the lambs in. Take you out. So there is technology that you unlock, like a deer saddle that lets you do some fun things. And like I said, the deer gets a bit zealous. Look at all the wood he's fucking bonking down. Off to the next tree. Might as well just get this done while I'm here. Nice. Our first shitty little home is made. You have to go. No, that's okay. I think this is a good little. Yeah, this is a good little protector. I said yeah. I said you're completely fine, and this is literally just a little taster, little sample of it. You can kind of see why I'm like I'd love to play this with you because it's just like a bit of fun. But yeah, return to title, which will save the game. Yeah, I'll save this file for if I do more streaming of it. Yeah, Global Pal Box is kind of a neat thing. You can build a thing in like a world and be like, I want to put a pal from example like the world I have 102 days in into the world I only have like 3 days in. So it lets you do some fun, neat little